Oh, hi, sorry. I guess it's time for another Speeding Bulletin. Here's what happened in the week November 1st and November 7th in the world of Superman. A week in which we learnt that a Man of Steel live event will be held this Saturday morning. More casting rumours circulated about for the upcoming Batman-Superman movie. And a number of new official Superman-related websites popped up. So let's take a closer look at these stories and more. In movie news, Superman fans are being invited to join director Zack Snyder, Henry Cavill and Amy Adams with special host Kevin Smith on November 9th for a live fan event like no other on Yahoo. The cast and crew will talk all things Man of Steel, discuss what the future holds for the last son of Krypton and answer your fan questions. The event will start at 9 AM Pacific Standard Time in the US at Yahoo Movies. Jamie Alexander, who plays Sephi in the Thor movies, dropped a few hints that she may be appearing in the upcoming follow-up to Man of Steel. At Stan Lee's Comikaze convention in LA, the actress let slip that she sorta knows the plot of the film. Reports have it that Jamie Alexander has been having conversations with Warner Brothers, which has everyone wondering if Wonder Woman will be appearing in this movie after all. Schmoes Knows reports that Olga Kurylenko is another of the 4 women who have supposedly screen tested for this female role we've been hearing about. In other casting rumours, El Mayimbe reports for LatinoReview.com that his sources indicate that Dick Grayson may appear in the upcoming Superman-Batman movie. As we reported last week, the production crew for the upcoming movie are back in Yorkville, Illinois, where they are currently reconstructing the Kent farm in preparation to film there once again. Reports are that Diane Lane and Henry Cavill will be returning to film scenes at this location, possibly in a month or so. Warner Brothers launched a new website to help fans learn about Krypton in the lead up to the release of Man of Steel on Blu-ray and DVD. The website teaches us about Krypton's culture, aviation and weaponry, while comparing Krypton's planetary data to that of Earth's. Check it out at learnaboutkrypton.com. In addition to this, Warner Brothers sent out a large infographic that collects together all that information into one image. Australian Superman fans can download a free Man of Steel iPad iBook titled Krypton by Design from iTunes now. The Krypton by Design iBook includes video and other interactive materials and is available to download from the iTunes Store or through the iBook app. Warner Brothers also launched another Superman website at greatestsuperheroever.com. The website includes an interactive infographic that outlines details on both the Man of Steel movie and Superman's comic book history. Warner Brothers are giving Superman fans the opportunity to create your very own Superman sighting video. Shoot a video to use as a backdrop for your Superman sighting, then upload it using the Cape Sighting online app, position Superman in place to fly by in your footage, and share it online. Go to capesightingapp.com to get started, and check out what happened to me when I was setting up a Speeding Bulletin intro. Hi, welcome to another Speeding Bulletin. My name is Steve Younis, and in this week, another behind-the-scenes clip from Man of Steel has been released online. This one looks at what Russell Crowe was required to do when performing his scenes as Jor-El on Krypton, swimming into the Genesis chamber to retrieve the Codex. This video is from the bonus material which will be available in the Blu-ray DVD release of Man of Steel. Speaking of the movie's release, Walmart have an exclusive Steelbook version of the Blu-ray release of Man of Steel available for purchase. Don't forget you can order the other versions of the movie, including Amazon exclusive varieties, from our online store at supermanhomepage.com/shop. Hastings Entertainment will host a midnight release party for Man of Steel on Monday night, November 11. Festivities for the night will begin at 9 PM local time and will end with the release of the movie at midnight. Only select stores will be participating in the midnight release party, so check with your local store. To find out more, visit them online at gohastings.com. Man of Steel is already available on Blu-ray and DVD in various parts of the world, including here in Australia. You can check out my full review of the Man of Steel Blu-ray DVD combo pack at the Superman homepage now. HenryCavillNews.com caught up with Paul Darnell, the man who played Henry Cavill's stunt double in Man of Steel, and asked him all about how he came to get the job, what the training was like, and what kind of stunts he was required to do. Watch the video interview via YouTube. Noble Collection has a range of Man of Steel merchandise available for collectors to purchase from their website. The command key from the movie has been turned into a pen, necklace and keychain, while Baby Kal-El's Starcraft or the Codex Skull make striking paperweights. There's also a Man of Steel money clip and sterling silver ring available. Prices range from $14.50 for the keychain up to $145 for the ring. Stan Lee told fans at a recent convention that he thinks DC Comics should ask him to make a cameo appearance in the upcoming Superman-Batman movie. He said, "Can you imagine? Nobody would believe it, everybody would go see it." Stan also explains why he has a problem with Superman and his ability to fly in one of his Stan's Rants videos. Poking fun at the death and destruction in Man of Steel, Screen Junkies has created a short animation titled Man of Steel the Animated Series, in which Superman comes to the rescue of Lois Lane and Jimmy Olsen when they're confronted by Lex Luthor. In TV news, DC Comics has uploaded the full episode of the DC Nation Tales of Metropolis animated short featuring Lois Lane. In this episode of the Tales of Metropolis, Lois Lane attempts to interview Batman when he comes to Metropolis to assist Superman on a case. Check it out on YouTube. Immo Finance Group has partnered with Warner Brothers Consumer Products in Germany to launch a brand campaign featuring Superman and his civic identity Clark Kent. The campaign will be broadcast on television in several core countries of the real estate company, with the claim when Clark Kent prefers to stay in the office. In comic book news, writer Josh Elder spoke to USA Today about the deeply personal Dear Superman story he has written for this week's Adventures of Superman digital first comic book series. "This is a story made for Superman," the writer says. "That's the reason the character exists. Sometimes the world's not a great place, but Superman shows up and makes it better, and shows us how we can make it better." You can purchase your digital copy of Adventures of Superman Chapter 28 from our online store. In sad news, longtime comic book artist Nick Cardy passed away this week, aged 93. Cardy's smooth line and dynamic sense of action graced the first appearance of Teen Titans in The Brave and the Bold number 60. His Superman work included cover art for Superboy, Superman, Superman Family, and Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen in the early 70s. Superman comic books we reviewed this week included Adventures of Superman Chapter 27, which was reviewed by Mark Pritchard, who said, "It's a sensitive and poignant variation on a classic," and he gave it a 5 out of 5. Mark also reviewed Smallville Season 11 Chapter 68, giving it a 2 out of 5, saying, "I'm holding my tongue until I see the wrap-up." We'll have our reviews of Action Comics Annual Number 2 and Teen Titans Annual Number 2 in the next few days. Superman comics available this week from November 6th include Adventures of Superman Chapter 28 digital comic has been available since November 4th. Action Comics number 25, which is available in a variant cover. Batman Superman number 5, which is available in a variant cover, a digital combo pack, and a black and white variant cover. Earth 2 number 17, which is available in a variant cover and a black and white cover. Forever Evil number 3 is also available in a Villain A variant cover, a Villain B variant cover, a Villain C variant cover, a digital combo pack, and a black and white variant cover. Mad Magazine number 524 includes the Man of Veal story. Superman Unchained number 4, which is available in a New 52 cover, a 1930s variant cover, a Golden Age variant cover, a Silver Age variant cover, a Bronze Age variant cover, Modern Age variant cover, Superman Reborn variant cover, Villain variant cover, and Jim Lee's sketch cover, and a digital combo pack. Smallville Season 11 Titans number 3 digital comic will be available November 8th. Justice League Beyond 2.0 Chapter 7 digital comic will be available November 9th. And DC Comics Essentials Justice League number 1. Man of Steel will be released on Blu-ray and DVD in the USA and Canada on November 12. Grab your copy from the Superman homepage online store today, including the Amazon exclusive collectible figurine limited edition available for $49.99. And the Man of Steel Collector's Edition with a metal S-glyph and an acrylic glass stand, yours for $39.96. Buy Man of Steel now from your one-stop Superman shop, the Superman homepage online store at supermanhomepage.com/shop. In other news, a number of rare Superman collectibles will be auctioned off in the latest offering from Hakes.com. Original comic book cover art by Kurt Swan for the cover of Action Comics 309, showing the Man of Steel with the Superman family of characters and shaking hands with John F. Kennedy, disguised as Clark Kent, is expected to sell for over $20,000. Visit hakes.com to see this and other Superman collectibles being sold at auction. DC Collectibles posted a short video showcasing the upcoming Lex Luthor deluxe action figure set for release in May 2014. Clad in the instantly recognisable green and purple armoured suit, this 8.5-inch deluxe action figure features over 20 points of articulation. The Superman homepage Super Trivia Quiz has been updated for another month. The 3 questions we're asking you this time around are: in the movie Man of Steel, what is the name of the Kent's dog? In a TV series Smallville, what is the name of the Kent's dog? And on Superman the Animated Series, in the episode titled Monkey Fun, what children's song did Titano's toy monkey play? If you think you can answer all 3 questions, come by the site now to submit your entry. That's all the Superman news there was for the week November 1st, November 7th. I'm Steve Younis from SupermanHomepage.com. Subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Great Scott. Great Scott. Great Scott.
Hello everyone, and welcome to another edition of Great Scott. I'm Scotty V, and thanks for watching. So, even though you can't see it because it's under this awesome Superman hat, I'm wearing a headset because I've been told by Steve of the Superman homepage that I might receive a call at any moment, and at that moment we might have to go live to Metropolis, where I'm told we're going to have a fantastic announcement, some sort of excitement that's going to happen down at the Metropolis District 9 courthouse. But until then, and in case we don't actually get there, this week I wanted to speak about everybody's complaint about the destruction that happened in Man of Steel, and how silly I think this is in comparison with all the other movies where things are destroyed and nobody's ever... Just one second. Hello, Scotty V. Steve! You're kidding. Alright, I'm going to send us down right now. Thanks. Alright, everyone, I'm told that right now we're going live to Metropolis Courthouse in District 9 to Lex Luthor, who's going to be speaking about something, some great announcement. He's going to be addressing the American public and, I guess, the world. This is an exclusive, a Great Scott Superman homepage exclusive. Check it out. Let's go down there right now to WGBS.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. We'll try to take questions later if there's time. Welcome. Welcome to everyone. Metropolis citizens, citizens of the world, my fellow Americans. As you can see, I've decided to come here on the steps of the great Metropolis District 9 courthouse without a podium. Why? Why have I chosen this? It's symbolic. For our Savior this past summer has so many secrets, hides behind so many mysteries, and seemingly doesn't wish to open himself up to us. Why do our police officers not wear masks? Why do we know anything we need to know these days about our political figures, about our business leaders, and about people who we're supposed to trust? Can we trust our Man of Steel? I'm uncertain. It is certainly possible that he is here altruistically, as our Savior, as someone we can believe in. I'm here to say it is also very possible that he is not everything he appears to be. Now, on June 14th of 2013, just a few short months ago, our city and our world were invaded. Invaded by those whom Superman would call his kin. His compatriots decided to approach our grand city, approach other cities across the world, and wreak great havoc and destruction. And why did they do this? Did they do it to show us how powerful they were? Certainly. But all we can look to is the first message they made us. And that was that they were seeking a being called Kal-El, a fugitive from their very own race, one of the last survivors of the planet Krypton. And these Kryptonians would likely never even have appeared if Superman wasn't in our midst. What does this mean for the citizens of the planet Earth? What does this mean to humanity? Well, it certainly means we're in more danger now than we were before he arrived. Could be that this is completely a mistake of his. Could be that he had no intention of this ever coming to pass. But couldn't it also be that he knew everything about what was going to happen? Couldn't this have been a grand show? Or isn't it possible that these are his enemies that wanted nothing of Earth and simply continued their homebound brawl here on this planet, in the streets of this great city? I don't know the answers any more than you do, my friends. However, I, with LexCorp, Luthor Tech, along with many other corporations throughout the globe, have decided that the type of destruction we saw on this planet and in this city over this past summer must never be allowed to occur again. For the past few months, as most of you know, LexCorp has been repairing Metropolis with the help of Wayne Industries and many other oftentimes nameless corporations, the true heroes of planet Earth, powered by humanity, powered by the most intelligent minds and the most diligent workers found likely the universe over. Now, before this summer, we may not even have known. Were we alone in the universe? Were there others? And if there were others, would they pledge to work with us in cooperation to make this world and other worlds better? Apparently not. At least these Kryptonians don't seem to feel that way. Superman would have us believe that he certainly does. He's here to help. He's here for us to put our trust in. Well, I do know one thing. Many of my employees who work in many of the different businesses that have been set up in Metropolis and all around the world tell me grand stories about how their children still are unable to sleep at night after what they witnessed this past summer. What do we tell our children from the time they're born? We'll be there for you. We're your parents. We'll never let anything happen to you. But now what? Now that we are incapable of protecting our own children, now that we must look to an otherworldly alien and hope that this being truly has our best interests at heart and continues to hold those interests dear to him, to protect our children while they sleep. Because we, as lowly humans, certainly can't expect it to do so. At least that's what these aliens would have us believe. We are like mere insects. To them, to stomp, to destroy, to ruin the lives of, is nothing more than a cursory glance. Moving forward, LexCorp and Luthor Tech, along with all the many corporations that have yet to be mentioned but are certainly involved, it will be up to them how much of their involvement they want to make public. But I'm here to say, with one of the greatest cooperations ever known to mankind, we pledge to be our own protectors. Should this Superman decide to step out of line, or decide that he's no longer going to help us, should his friends return from outer space, from the farthest reaches of whatever galaxy Krypton was located in before it was destroyed. If they should return, I pledge that we will have a special unit a special crimes unit, armored with the greatest weaponry known to mankind and created by the Luthor Tech scientists themselves, the smartest minds on the planet, will equip this team. For indeed, a special crime was committed against the city of Metropolis and our children. Our very children that will one day grow up to protect us. For now they are afraid, as are many of you. The reason we are afraid is because it is unknown whether we can protect ourselves or whether we must look to the sky for a man in a cape. An alien that was part of the very race that destroyed a third of our downtown financial district here in Metropolis on June the 14th. Now we must trust him and trust that he will do it again should a different type of force arrive, or should more of his survivors from his planet come back. If that should happen, this special crimes unit will be equipped throughout the world. Every city, in every country, throughout the globe will have policemen in these armored units. But like these armored units they will be connected to the very brain of the human within. By doing this, we are certain that this will create the ability within the suit to make the decision that the human inside wants to make immediately, with no room for hesitation. As soon as the person within knows that something must be done, his brain will make it so through the suit. This will leave his hands free for anything else that needs to be done at the same time, and they will be protected from all types of outer physical force, and energy weapons, and bullets, and explosions. We're calling this the Metallo Project, and we have several volunteers that are committed to the same commitment we have dedicated ourselves to. And that is, they are regular citizens, much like yourselves, who intend to never allow something like this to ever happen again under their watch. They are brave heroes, and we will take the most delicate care to make sure that they are infused within this project in the safest way possible. This will never happen again. Never will humanity stand by and be witnesses to their own destruction. Not so long as Lex Luthor, LexCorp, Luthor Tech, and many, many other companies have anything to say about it. For many, many years, humanity has stood, Americans have stood and said, we will not allow this to go on. We will not allow our children to go to school thinking that any moment they could be destroyed with a wink. The mere glance set on fire. Buildings around them could topple down at any moment. No longer. Should this happen again, with the Metallo Project, we will be protected without needing to rely on the alien. The alien who came from the very race that destroyed much of this city. And if he did have our best interests in mind, how could he possibly allow so much destruction to come down around us? The human race will no longer stand by. Neither will LuthorCorp, Luthor Tech, or LexCorp. I thank you. I thank you for coming. I thank you for your time. My fellow Americans, citizens of the world, and metropolitans of this great city. Remember, always look to the future with hope. Thank you.
Mr. Luthor, Mr. Luthor.
And there you have it. Lex Luthor on WGBS addressing everybody and covering concerns and repair options. I mean, I, for one, trust the Man of Steel, but I guess Luthor has some sort of a point. Thanks, everybody, for watching this Great Scott exclusive, and remember, always look to the future and hope.